Today's the day. Will I be keeping the iPhone 14 Pro Max? Or will I be keeping the iPhone 13 Pro Max and returning the 14 Pro Max? Let's stay tuned. So, on the table, I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max in purple. Very nice color. I thought it was going to be girly, but it's not at all. It's kind of, it looks grayish in some lights. Black in some lights. But I like the color. And then over here you have the iPhone 13 Pro Max and graphite. Great phone. I had this for a year. I've used this for 5 days now. So I know what I want to do. And I'll let you know what I pick. Both are 128 gigabytes. You can see the camera bumps a little bigger on the 14 Pro Max as opposed to the 13 Pro Max. Weight, I think they're about the same. Price, they both go for $10.99, but Apple discontinued, if you go on their website, the 13 Pro Max. They don't sell it anymore, or the 13 Pro on their website. So that's kind of weird. But, alright, so I've been using this for 5 days, like I said, the 14 Pro Max, right? And battery life is huge for me. That's why I do the Pro Max. I want the best battery life you can get. This thing I was getting, 12 to 13 hours continuously screen on time right out of the box. This was a beast, the 13 Pro Max, since I got it, the day I got it. Over the year, iOS 15, it's been kind of getting a little less, maybe because of the battery degradation. I'm at 95% max health, but this thing is a battery king. This, I've been having nightmares with. I don't even use the camera mostly. I disabled always on display. I'll show you. So background app refresh is off too, which a lot of people say to do. See, background app refresh off. And location is off, which uses a lot of battery as well. See, privacy location off. So that uses a lot of battery. So if you go into my battery, this was yesterday. So from 6 a.m., it doesn't show it. This is the last 24 hours the graph shows. But from 6 a.m., I unplugged this. And then to 6 p.m., you can see 6 p.m., it was like 5% battery, remaining. That's horrible. On my 13 Pro Max, the lowest I've ever gotten was like maybe 40% when I first got it. This, I'm killing it every day. It's like 5% left. It's in the red every time. I've never made it in the red with this phone, the 13 Pro Max. 14 Pro Max has been awful to me. I even reset it to factory reset default, and it's still a nightmare. I've been going on Reddit, and some YouTube, the bigwigs have been saying battery has been bad as well. So I've been looking on that, and same thing. They can't get through a day. It says all-day battery life. I'm getting like maybe 8 hours, if they consider that all day. This I was getting a day and a half to 2 days on the 13 Pro Max. So that is a huge letdown for me. I even reset the phone to default, like I said, and tried it as a new phone and let it index. People say let it index for a few days and whatnot. It's still horrible. But yeah, so the battery has been a complete letdown. Camera-wise, it's great. You can see I took some photos. You can see the camera. It's pretty good. It has a 4x zoom, or you got 0.5, 1 times, 2, 3, so you can click on each one. So that's pretty cool. I'm not a photographer or anything. I just do YouTube videos, so I'm not too into like photography. This is fine, the 13 Pro Max for me. So camera-wise, I could care less, kind of. They did remove the SIM card. That's a huge thing, a lot of people are saying. So you can see on the left side, there's a SIM tray right here. So I have T-Mobile. But this has no SIM card. USA, they took it away, the SIM card. And I was watching videos, and they actually said it's just a plastic piece. They could have stuck a bigger battery into that. That makes me upset. You actually have this has a bigger battery life. The 13 Pro Max has a bigger battery size, milliamp hours. So this has, I forgot what it was. Let me see. We'll see the website here. Okay, so Nano Review says it has a 4323 milliamp hour battery. This phone, the 14 Pro Max. So this phone has a 4352 milliamp hour battery. So this actually has a bigger battery size in this phone than this. Apple claims it's more energy efficient. I'm not seeing it. I don't know if it's the dynamic island. I even have under display, let's see, display and brightness. I even have always on display disabled. And that's supposed to take a lot of battery life. So you can see always on. That's supposed to take not a lot of battery life because it refreshes to one hertz or whatnot. But I'm not seeing it, the battery life at all. So if you're huge into battery life like I am, you're not going to be happy with this phone at all, in my opinion. Action mode and camera, crash detection, I'm not sure. I didn't test that. But so far I'm very disappointed though, because the reason why I get the Pro Max, battery life. That's a huge thing for me. Another thing is the speed. I can't even tell the difference between speeds, to be honest. They're both about the same, the speed-wise, so it's the same, I think, in opening apps and whatnot. The 13 Pro Max is just as good. That's what I can say. Dynamic Island, I thought that would be awesome, but the only thing I'm using it for is, like, if I use a timer, which I don't use too much, you can, like, swipe up, or music. It's a cool feature, but it's, like, way up there. How are you going to reach that with your thumb? You know, like, it's on a Pro Max, it's insane. So that's one thing I'm going to, if I switch back to the 13 Pro Max, I'm going to miss is the notch, but, I mean, the dynamic island, but the notch is kind of out of there, so you can't even tell, really, with the notch. But, yeah, so I'm really disappointed with this phone, coming from the 13 Pro Max. I thought I'd love it. Just not making it through the day. On Wi-Fi, you get good battery life. I think that's what the reviewers are saying. On Wi-Fi, you get outstanding battery life. Like I was showing on Sunday, I was getting 14, 15 hours screen on time. Now, if you, I actually took a snapshot. So you can see the battery life there. But from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., I was in the red already. But the battery life has been horrific off, like on 5G. I'm not going to disable 5G. That's a feature that's been on the, iPhone for a long time. Actually, for 2-3 years now with the iPhone, I think 12 Pro Max, it brought it. But I'm not going to disable that just to get better battery life. You can see I was at 18% there. But, so yeah, between the two phones, I'm actually going to keep the 13 Pro Max. I'm going to return this. I'm a little nervous because someone let me see. Someone wrote me there's a 25% open box fee or a 15% restocking fee. I'm going to be pissed if I go to Apple Store and that's true, because I ripped these 2 tabs off. That's the only reason if it was open box. That would suck if I have to pay a 25% restock fee. That's like $280 or more. I'm going to be unhappy about that. But I think that's out of USA. So hopefully I'm not going to be paying that. It just sucks because I bought a case for it. That was $50. I have to return the case. The only thing I have to really eat is the screen protector. That was $10, so I can deal with that. And this is in perfect condition, as you can see. But yeah, so I've been so disappointed. When I buy a phone, I want the best battery life, and that's why Apple claims the iPhone 14 Pro Max has the best battery life. And I actually got the return, box for the 13 Pro Max, which I was gonna do, but now I'm just gonna keep the 13 Pro Max and return the 14 Pro Max, just because I'll have this too, the wallpaper, so I don't even have to worry about that with the iOS 16. I'll have the battery widget, so I'm good. The only thing I'm losing is the dynamic island. Speed is just about the same. I get a SIM tray, so that's winning to me. The only thing I'm losing, like I said, is the dynamic island. It was cool for like a day or two, but that's it for me. Until they implement better stuff, I don't see it. But yeah, so wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna bring it to the Apple store and see what they say. If battery life is important to you, like it is to me, stick with your 13 Pro Max. I guess people with like, iPhone X's, the 10, which is the 10, or older, are gonna see better battery life with this, but they don't know because they haven't experienced the 13 Pro Max. It's weird how Apple does it. Like the iPhone 10 had kind of bad battery life, or mediocre. Then the 11 series were really good. They stuck a bigger battery size. Then the 12s were mediocre. They put a smaller milliamp hour again. And then we went with the 13s, which had a huge battery increase. 14s let down, like I'm saying right here, the 14 Pro Max. I got the best, the biggest size, the best battery life it's supposed to be. And I let it index for 5 days, nothing. But the 15, I'm hoping will bring the huge, a big increase in battery life, like three hours, like they said with this, or 2 to 3. We'll see. But I'm very disappointed with this phone. I'm bringing it back, like I said, and this is actually my first time returning an iPhone. I've always had iPhones. I've had iPhone 4S, iPhone 6, iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone 11 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro Max, and now the 14 Pro Max. But this is the first iPhone I'm returning, just because I'm so disappointed with it. But let me know your thoughts. If you got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, if it's good for you on battery life. On my Reddit poll, I see that a lot of people are complaining about battery life. Maybe I have a defective phone, but I doubt it. I mean, even if I go into battery, let me see, battery health is 100% on the new one. And this, you can see it's the 14 Pro Max. So I don't think I have a defective battery. I even asked the genius to look into my phone. He said it's fine. So I don't know. iOS 16 should be the best for this phone since it came with it. So I don't know, guys. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be keeping the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you learned something. Take care.